My spring day. Bom-yi is worried about Dong-ha's health, but when she tries to give him the recipe for a healing porridge, Dong-ha spurns her offer of help and tells her to stop treating him well, and then he walks away. Dong-ha witnesses the altercation and he grabs her hand to keep her from following his brother. Dong-ha assures that Dong Wook has a little cut and his health is really fine. Dong-ha gives Bom-yi the bracelet which Dong Wook tells him to hand over Bom-yi. This makes her wave of worry increase, and then she asks him the reason. Why is he giving it back? Why did he tell me not to give him anything? My Spring Day Episode 6 Recap. Dong Wook reassures that Dong-ha's health is very fine and she don't need to worry about him anymore. Dong-ha tends to lose his patience and he expresses his feeling through his voice. Bom-yi can feel something in his voice and she moves backward away from him. While driving home, Dong-ha recalls his younger brother's accusation of taking Bom-yi from her. He gets distracted and almost runs people over at the crosswalk. He replays his bully to Bom-yi and remembers her amazed and wretched expression. My Spring Day Episode 6 Recap. Dong-ha's mother calls him and announces that the wedding will be cancelled because Bom-yi has heart surgery. That raises a war council called with Bom-yi's parents and Dong Wook. He attempts to convince Bom-yi's parents to sympathy with his sensitive mother since his sister-in-law passed away so suddenly. He apologizes to them for his mother. Bom-yi's mother says that she will not feel sympathy for Dong Wook's mother and she expects to resolve it. Dad diffuses the tension by asking about the fracas in the kitchen, but nobody replies. Miss Bai revealed that Dong-ha helped. My Spring Day Episode 6 Recap. While tests his movement of his wounded arm, seconds Lee comes and he asks Dong-ha about his arm. After that, he rails at Dong-ha for not bringing him along for protection. After the disturbance, the kitchen becomes a mess. While cleaning up this room, Sena gets a scoop on Dong-ha's injury and it is so lucky that everything is okay. Bom-yi's mind is still in a tumult when she thinks about the Dong-ha's direct order. She brings Dong-ha a thermos and tumbles upon him outside his office. They have a talk. She asks about his wounded arm and hands over the sesame porridge. But he refuses her kindness. Bom-yi asks him why she can't do this for him, especially when he got hurt because of her. After trying to parry her questions, finally, Dong-ha gets to the crux of the issue. He confesses that he actually likes her, and because of falling in love with her, he wants to stay away from her. He says, I don't know why I am like this either. We often meet and share our happy time together. His words touch her and she is just about to cry. He continues, we have met a long time ago, and I am started to think we are destiny. I think that why I like you but I shouldn't. Bom-yi feels so confused and she thinks that he'd only need to feel sorry about anything. Dong-ha says he needs time to get over her. After the conversation, she walks to Dong Wook's house. Bom-yi tells him about her conversation with Dong-ha. That Dong-ha's confession makes Dong Wook as shocked. Dong Wook admits to know about his brother's feeling, but he'd only tell her the truth because he was afraid Bom-yi would think his young so strange. But Bom-yi only care about that. Dong Wook asks her why she hid meeting his family and Dong-ha. He asks her true heart feeling about Dong-ha. Bom-yi feels confused and she says everything is so complicated to her. Dong Wook throws away the thermos of porridge. In her little corner, Bom-yi recalls Dong-ha's confession and holds tightly the bracelet. Dong Wook and Bom-yi's father play bonding game and after that they discuss about her immaturity. Her outlook on life is not the same as everyone else's, especially after her heart surgery. They agree that this is a part of her charm as well as the challenge of loving her. Bom-yi asks her mother why she suddenly closes the hospital's cafeteria and she says that this will help to relieve Bom-yi of her load, since now she can completely focuses on preparing for the wedding. Bom-yi's mother announces that she will be laid off after the wedding. This surprises Bom-yi. However, Bom-yi persists on keeping work after the wedding. Mother asks her to stop her absurd thought. My Spring Day Episode 6 Recap. Seconds Lee informs Dong-ha about Bom-yi's layoff from the hospital. Dong-ha knows how important hospital is to her, and then he asks Miss Bai to keep his involvement a secret. However, Seconds Lee reveals Bom-yi Dong-ha's plan. Dong Wook overhears and is pissed. Dong Wook takes Bom-yi to the police station to register her account of a jack. They stumble upon Dong-ha outside the police station. The cop tries to find the trouble. He asks why Dong-ha was in hospital's kitchen. Dong-ha is confused and he says Bom-yi is girlfriend of his younger brother and he came there to talk with her. The cop scolds him, "You're interfering with their relationship and that's why you got hurt in such an unfortunate accident."